So we're starting with the spiritual healing in the parasha. We're starting a new parasha, and we're starting a new book. And we're starting the book of Bamidbar, Parashat Bamidbar, and the Midbar is something that means desert, wilderness. It's something so tempting, something I so much wish I could just like run away from all the much responsibility and thoughts and things that needs to get done, and keeping the midrashah, the home, the garden, the computer files more orderly, organized, and all together, and just go to the wilderness, let go of all of it, just be with Hashem, alone with Hashem, in a vast meditative silence of this desert. It would be so calming and so nice, and I really yearn for that, to just put my naked feet in the warm caressing sand, letting my footprints take me everywhere and nowhere. What would happen if I just let go of everything I'm in charge of and just started to play? It's a nice dream, but I know it's not really an option. And even if it were an option, I don't believe that this is what Hashem wants for me. The Jewish people were actually criticized for running away from responsibility, as it states. They departed from the mountain of God, a 3-day journey, that's in Bamidbar. And so Ramban, based on the Talmud, explains, they departed from Mount Sinai joyfully, like a young child running away from school, saying, lest he pile on more mitzvot for us. The intention was to take themselves away from there because it was the mountain of God, and that's the Ramban. So the Jewish people were running away rather than journeying toward a goal. So that's kind of a backward rather than a forward-oriented movement. So this Friday, we were running to the security room as the siren alarmed us here in Bad Ain. We were directed toward self-examination regarding our journey. When we get confronted with our own mortality, we're prompted to ask ourselves, what is my mission? Where shall I come and go? And this is what it says in the Midrash. The year that the King Mashiach will be revealed, Israel will cry out in panic and say, where shall we come and go? Where shall we come and go? Where shall we come and go? Tell them, do not fear. Everything that I did, I only did it for you. Why are you afraid? Do not fear. The time of your redemption has come. And so, this challenging, brief moment in the security room is part of the process. Hashem spoke to Moshe at the Sinai desert. Vidaber Hashem el Moshe b'midbar Sinai. So life is really a journey. The exodus from Egypt didn't just stop there. The journey never ends. After receiving the Torah at Sinai, we're not done. We're on an everlasting journey with Hashem, traveling through the desert to reach the land of Israel. Even within the land, there are innumerable levels to ascent. Man is born to labor as sparks fly upward, says Eov 5:7. Going through challenges and hardships is part of the toil for which we are created. It's a never-ending process of refinement that we all must go through. We have to keep going, keep climbing the rungs of the ladder towards actualizations of the many layers of our concealed potential. Well, Rabbi Baruch Gigi brings this concept home by quoting the beautiful prophetic verse from the end of the Haftarah of Parashat Bamidbar. Ve'arashtich li le'olam, ve'arashtich li b'tzedek u'b'mishpat u'b'chesed u'b'rachamim, ve'arashtich li be'emunah ve'yadata et Hashem. I will betroth you to me forever, and I will betroth you to me with righteousness and with justice and with loving kindness and with compassion. I will betroth you to me with faith, and you shall know Hashem. So betrothal, engagement, is inherently temporary. Then how can the prophet Hosea describe engagement as being everlasting? We'd hope that at some point the couple will actually get married, no? So how would our relationship with Hashem be a betrothal that lasts forever? So the way it used to be, as Rambam explains in the laws of marriages, a man and a woman would meet in the marketplace, and if they both agreed, he would bring her home and they would conduct relations in private, and then they would be husband and wife. But after the Torah was given, Am Yisrael were commanded that if a man wants to marry a woman, he has to first make her his wife before witnesses, like the chuppah. Afterwards, she can become his wife, as it's written, if a man takes a wife and engages in relations with her, etc. So with the words, I will betroth you to me forever, the prophet Hosea emphasizes that the aspiration to grow in progress must always exist. It's a longer process. It's not just like, okay, we meet and now we're married and that's it. We have to go through the engagement and then we have to go through the chuppah, stage by stage, and it never ending. And so I will betroth you to me forever. It implies that there's gonna always be a process of we're not done, we're not finished. It's like an engagement. Even after we get married, we didn't get to the end goal with each other. There's more work to do. Rather than a one-time climatic experience of final goal and destination, we desire to be continuously moving and developing, rising ever higher in our Torah, our divine service, and our acts of kindness towards others. We want to be constantly improving in our righteousness and justice, kindness and mercy, as described in the verse in Hosea. We're called to constantly work on improving our character traits on the way of God so that we can bequeath it to our children forever. So here's now the EmunaHealing exercise for processing the everlasting struggles of life. Take a short break from running around, from all your immense toil in the world, to tune inwardly. Breathe deeply, entering Hashem's light into your core. On the inhale and exhaling all the extraneous, unnecessary static. Keep this relaxed breathing until you feel that your heart rate slowing down. Envision an empty desert. All you can see is golden sand for miles and miles. Just sand, sand, and sand. Imagine yourself in this place. You are alone with the sand and with Hashem's Shekhinah. You're raised from all the humdrum of your daily day life to face yourself and your Maker. With a settled breath and without distractions, you can become aware of who you really are. You become present to yourself. There's no place to run away to. Allow any thoughts that cross your mind to become transformed into sand, soft, silky sand. Any distracting, compulsive thought melts and disintegrates into the vast desert sand. Imagine the soft sensation of the sand trickling through the toes of your feet like an endless, open-ended hourglass. The countless grain of salt reflect your everlasting work in this world. Each grain you add through your incessant effort adds to building a glass pane, a window to Hashem. Look through the window and see your own reflection as an image of God. Bring any of the struggles you have gone through to your mind. Don't force the memory. Just tune into whatever Hashem brings to your mind at this moment. Recall your pain and hardship while breathing easily and relaxing in the knowledge that you have crossed that bridge and arrived safely on the other side. Can you feel how much you have grown through going through what you had to go through? You are not alone on your journey. Our struggles are intertwined with each other. When our paths meet, we receive support from a mentor or friend, and we give support to somebody else. Through the support you give, you feel supported. Can you experience that? We are never alone. Hashem is holding our hands throughout our struggles, walking with us step by step. Tune into the support He gives you through His many messengers that He sends your way. Feel how Hashem is holding your hand right now. The presence of the Shekhinah empathetically holding and feeling your pain. Keep breathing mindfully and allow yourself to tap into the loving, compassionate embrace of the divine presence, gently rocking you as you imagine the sand giving in to the imprint of your body, softly holding your entire being in its vast eternity.